Hello everybody and welcome back to Memoriapolis, where we currently need one worker to get this Hotel Particulier back online. That is not how you pronounce that, but close enough. So we're going to get that back online. Excellent. And as we can see here, we're starting to reach some satisfactions, and we're actually doing very well in every category at this point. So we're very close to the next evaluation on everything. That looks good. So in that case, we have this cutting camp finishing up over here. This is going to be completed soon. And let's see here. This cutting camp is a level 2, so we want this one to probably remain a level 2 as well. We're going to need to continue to work on some repairs down over here, so we definitely want to do that. Actually, we can get this one going right now. Wonderful. And this over here, this heating, doesn't have workers. Okay, get that going again. I don't know why that turned off. It seems like when we repair these while they're paused, it turns off a random building. I don't know why. That seems like that's maybe a little bug. We've managed to establish 2 colonies in opposite directions. The Indies and the Americas still have so much to teach you, but you now have plenty of time to explore them. But now, the King of Portugal, the Queen of Castile, and the powers that be in Italy see your victory as a threat. The King of France, on the other hand, sees your action as amusing and could well become a future ally. It might be time to prepare solid defenses, or to rely on your new wealth to send delegations and ease tensions. This will cost us 300 iron, it would unlock the Kannada trade route, and would give us 200 health, safety, belonging, esteem, and creativity. That's pretty good. Or we could spend 500 gold coins and get trust of all factions. Varies by 6 points? Do they mean increases, decreases, or is that random? Odd phrasing. Either way, we're going to go with this, because I want all of these satisfactions. And we get the Kannada trade route either way. So that seems good. Wonderful. So we'll continue forward here, and we have a lot more repairs that we need to do out over here. We can actually get this one going, and I'm going to do that. And yeah, so this is paused, and you can see up here, this was paused as well. But we don't have enough workers. That's interesting. Does it cost workers to actually start this repair? It doesn't say it does. There's definitely some jankiness there. They want to purchase this forum? Yes. We accept that. Absolutely. That's great. So that's absolutely wonderful. And how are we doing on all of these anyway? So we could certainly end up using more safety, belonging, creativity. We're doing okay on esteem for the moment, although we'd like to get a little bit more caught up on, well, everything. But for now, yeah, so this finished its repair, and we got a bunch of workers. Hang on, let's see here. 3 turns, we're at 70. 2 cycles, 73. 1 cycle, still 73. 102. Yeah, so there's definitely some weirdness with workers when we repair these buildings while they're paused. So I think we should probably unpause it and then repair it, most likely. So to that end, let's see, 588, we're actually pretty close on that. We're pretty close to getting a lot of these done, but this one we can repair. So I'm going to unpause, hang on, it was this one. I'm going to unpause this one, and we can repair this right now. Okay. So I think that worked the way I expected it to. So the bug appears to be when we repair a paused building. So we just unpause it first. That's not the biggest of deals. Absolutely fine. So I'd like to hop in here and unlock a couple more of these. So we would love to unlock Senegal. Oh, wait, we have that unlocked. So we want to unlock Colm next. That's going to give us more passive income, and we will take that. And then we've got Leon and Firenze here. So that's going to be a total of 4,500 or so. Okay. I mean, we could probably sell resources to get that, but I don't think I care to at this moment. So what do we need up over this direction to upgrade our Renaissance City Center here? 16,000. We've just about got the populace for that. We'll need some gold leaves. And we're also going to need some bricks. And that's actually it. Gold leaves and bricks. So we need roughly 180 gold leaves. Noted. I think we could wait until we have the bricks and then see what we've got at that point. That's a theoretical option. And we accept expanding that territory. Looks good. Okay, so down over this direction, what do we have that we could repair? We could actually repair this guy right now, so I'm going to resume and then repair. That seems to be the way that this is really intended to work. And as we can see, we are improving a lot of our satisfactions over here. So if we look in here, we can see our building points not quite beyond the next evaluation, but everything else is. So that is looking just magnificent. Very pleased about this so far. This is going very, very well. So we are still net positive on our food. We could think about upgrading this farm to a level 3 the way these are. What would that cost us? I think we can part with all of these resources. I'm going to get that going. So that's fine, and we're going to get United in Prayer finished. There we go. So that, of course, means that we need to wait one more cycle. There we go. And now we actually need to wait one more cycle as well. Okay, there we go. Now both of those are off of cooldown. And we're probably most interested at this point in belonging and safety. So that seems fine. Let's check our available decrees here. And let's see here. Safety satisfaction. Excellent. We cannot submit this. Why can't we submit this? We don't appear to be able to submit any of these. Is that because we have this ongoing election? It's the captain of the guard. Can we submit something in another category? Yes. So I think we can't submit this one because the captain of the guard is currently being elected. That's interesting. So in that case, we should probably just go for belonging, and we could go for, like, health. Theoretically. That would be okay, I suppose. So belonging, we're definitely interested in doing here. So we'll submit that to the Senate. And then we could go for, let's see here, health satisfaction. And we'll submit that to the Senate as well. Cool. So they should accept that probably in a couple of cycles here, hopefully. They accepted this one. Excellent. And they accepted this one as well. Fantastic. So what do we need to get this cemetery repaired? That's a lot. Okay. Absolutely noted. That is a lot of resources. We're going to continue to work up over here most likely. Yeah, 841 stone. That's really not too bad. So we're going to get those completed. This cemetery, though, whew, that's a lot of resources. And resources that we need as well. So this is not going to be done for a while, that's for sure. What is this? Ah, this quarry is running out of resources. Now, this was our clay producer. So that's understood. There's probably no reason to demolish this. Yeah. So with that in mind, where else are we interested in getting clay? Well, there's some clay down over here. There's also a bunch of clay up over here, and I'm thinking about going up this direction. So we put in a surveyor's cabin approximately here. We'll get that going. And we'll grab some clay up this direction. What rank is this? Is this a rank 3? Rank 2. Okay. Sounds good. Okay, they want us to build a prison. We can definitely do that. 190? Sure. What is this? This small quarry. This was, I think, quarrying sand. Yeah, this is quarrying sand at this point. So that's noted. So I'm going to pause that. We're going to come up over here for now. And we're going to re-pause this guy. We're going to use those workers to build a prison. And I'm going to put that, like, up over here. Cool. So it's going to be a bunch of safety and belonging. That seems relatively fine. So that's okay for now, and we can see we're building up our gold leaves and our bricks. That's looking good. Now, out over here, we know that we need to put in a quarry, and this is going to go right at the edge of this swamp, wherever that is. Yeah, like right here. No road found. There's a road right up to the north of this. There you go. Just have to rotate it around this way, I guess. So that's fine. We're going to work on quarry and clay there. And we're also going to need a sand quarry. So that's going to end up going probably... I mean, we've already got this going. I'm thinking, what about up over here? It's kind of an awkward spot. Can we cram it in up over here? That'd be hilarious. Now, there's just not quite enough space there. That would be really, really funny, though. Now, we could expand it out with one of these guys, but I don't think that's necessary. We can just put in the quarry about here. And this is still not within the attrition area, so this looks good to me. We'll get that going. That's going to be a sand quarry. Okay, so that seems fine for now. We do have a sand quarry down over here, so I'm not entirely certain that we need to upgrade this guy, but we can probably do that. So this is what, 190 workers? That's our current worker deficit? Yeah, seems fine. So we're going to get these done shortly. Any moment now. Next cycle. There we go. So I also want to get this upgraded to a level 2, and I think I am going to upgrade this to a level 2 as well. There we go. That seems good for the moment. Now we're up to 2.7k coins, so I want to come in here and unlock this guy. There we go. That gives us some more passive income. Wonderful. So everything is looking pretty okay on this. We need to work up our number of workers here for sure. And our satisfactions are okay. We could definitely use more satisfactions. Completing this prison will help matters significantly, and getting this guy back online will be a big help as well. Start of an election, sure. So that is fine for now. And there's that prison completed. So as we can see, we're now doing pretty okay on our satisfactions. Everything looks fine there. And I definitely want to get this back online before we do any additional repairs down this direction. But this would be a good thing to get back online. So to that end, we need like 20 workers, right? 19 workers. That's not too bad. So that should be absolutely fine for the moment. And how are we doing on our upgrade here? Well, we need 367 gold leaves. That's our primary lack at this moment. 490 bricks. We'll have that pretty soon. In just a few cycles here. We're going to be short on the gold leaves. That seems extremely clear. So if we wanted to purchase, say... How many total gold leaves do we need? 367. If we wanted to purchase, say, 110 of these, what would that end up looking like? 1848 gold. That's actually not too bad. We could trade maybe 50 wooden beams. Like that. Okay, so that gives us the gold leaves that we need, or just about the gold leaves that we need. Just a couple more cycles on that. And 490 bricks. So that's pretty decent. I'm not upset about that. We are, of course, increasing our health satisfaction and belonging satisfactions right now. Belonging and health are both pretty okay. We're going to want to grab esteem and creativity next. So that'll be fine. And out over here, these guys have started working on their goods. Fantastic. So that seems great. We're up to 193 workers. Let's get this guy back online. That boosts us up into a decent category of esteem. So that's perfect. All we need now is creativity. And there's going to be some of that coming in over this direction. So we're at 3 workers right now. This would be 17 to get this unpaused. Okay. So we're definitely going to need some of those workers down over here. There's no doubt about that one. This building just ran out of resources. This is a cutting camp. So we're going to pause that. That is 15 workers. And we'd like to move our cutting camp up over this direction. So to that end, what do we have for that? Cutting camp. Where are you? There you are. So we'd like to move that like out over here, right? So proximity, surveyor's cabin. Let's just put a surveyor's cabin about over here. So here in about 3 cycles, we'll get that done. And in the meantime, we're definitely going to be building a cutting camp out over here. This should be a level 2 cutting camp. Okay. So we would set that up somewhere around here where we'd get access to around 12,000, but that is technically outside of the attrition zone. So we could put it about here, 11.5. That sounds good. We'll get that underway. And we'll get that upgraded as soon as we can. Now, back down over this direction, we can probably restore this guy. Yeah, so let's go ahead and do that. Wonderful. We'll get that online. And can we restore any other buildings down here? We need some tiles for this one. Yeah, it's going to take a little bit. What about here? This one we could do. So let's restore that and repair it. Perfect. So that'll be good for now. And we'll let our workers build up a little bit. We're going to need some workers, of course, for our cutting camp up over here. So that sounds fantastic. And we'll get this upgraded as soon as we've got the workers. Any moment now. Next cycle, probably. Yep, there we go. Look at that. 15,000 wood available there. I like it. So that is, of course, phenomenal. And back down over this way. Oh, they want us to construct a ceruse and talcum stall. 84 tiles and 140 steel. We would have to trade for that. So let's see here. Tiles and steel. Do we have a single location that does both? Probably not. So we need a total of 140 steel. So we need, like, call it 30 steel right now, right? So that wouldn't be too bad. So I saw that there was a steel trade available here. 17.85. Do these have different prices? Hang on. 17.78. This is slightly cheaper. So we would do, like, 30 steel here. And that would be 534. That's okay. So we can trade that. That sounds great. And then we would need some tiles. And how many tiles did we need for this? 84 in total. So if we bought like 70, that would do the trick. So 70 tiles. 17.85. That's a lot per tile. This is slightly cheaper here. So if we bought this, this would be 1245. We could trade some cut stones and do something like that. Okay, so now we're still lacking 1 steel. That's okay. We'll get that here in a moment. And we're going to be lacking the workers, which is absolutely understood. We'll pause this guy. And we're 1 cycle away from getting the steel that we need. So this is going to get finished up here very shortly. This will give us some creativity, which is, you know, great. We can just slap that in right about here. Okay, perfect. So that's underway, and now we need to get 190 workers here again. So that's understood. We're about to finish up our health and belonging satisfaction increases. Next up, we should absolutely be going esteem and creativity. There's no doubt about that. So we'll let these end. Okay, they have ended. We'll give it 1 additional cycle. There we go. Now we want to do esteem and creativity. What is currently under election? That's the cultural deputy. So we may not be able to do both esteem and creativity, but that is understood. So let's see here. Increase migration by 3. That would be great, but esteem. Oh, we don't have enough gold coins to set this up. Right. We'll have to wait a little bit. So that's okay. We'll wait a few cycles here. Nothing too major there. And we may actually want to go for the... in fact, we should probably do a quick sale here. We could sell, say, some wood. We know we've got plenty. So if we sold 1,000 wood here, That would give us a good amount of gold. With that gold, we can now set up our decrees. So what I'm thinking right now is we go for a creativity decree, which is, let's see, in here. Creativity satisfaction, which we cannot do. Okay. 5 cycles on that. But what we could do is we could encourage multiculturalism, which will increase our migration. We're in a worker deficit, so I'm going to do that for now. And then we're going to come back, or we could just go for esteem, theoretically. So if we went for esteem, that would be these guys, right? Yeah. Okay, so let's do that. And hopefully they accept both of those. That'll boost our migration. Decree refused for multiculturalism. Okay, so they voted against that. They don't want us to have more workers. Understood. Let's see what they do with the other. They refused this one as well. Okay. So can we try it again? My question is it just RNG? And what if we actually pay for it this time? So we can encourage multiculturalism here. And we also want to, of course, grab ourselves more creativity, ideally. This one we already have, so we would want to encourage multiculturalism. I'm wondering if this is RNG or if this is just based on the factions that are in power. It's probably the latter, but let's find out. Oh, our capital can be improved. We should do that. Consider that done immediately. So that election ended. And let's see what the Senate says about resubmission here. So it's RNG. Well, maybe not. There was an election between those. Well, it's definitely something to think about. I'm not sure where the other proposal is. Did it not go? Apparently it didn't go. We'll propose this, because we definitely want to get some more creativity flowing here. No doubt about that. But we do have additional migration here, so that's very, very good. That increases our number of workers that we get by 1 per cycle. And this time they accepted this. Yeah, so I think it's probably RNG, to be honest. That's not great. I'm not going to lie. That's not amazing, if that's the case. So there's our City Center 5. Excellent. And at this point, we still need esteem. We're doing okay on creativity and belonging and safety, and we're doing fairly well on health. So that sounds excellent. There is an election underway. We do need to get ourselves back up to 190 workers to get this guy back. But we've also got all of this back over here that we want to get back online eventually, right? That requires tiles. We'll wait on that. This is available to be done. So I'm actually going to do that. That's only 15 workers. So let's get going on that guy. What about this? That we're going to require quite a lot to get done. A lot of bricks, a lot of steel. So that's a little painful. And this would require clay and tiles. So for the moment, those aren't so interesting. But this one we can definitely do. We'll get that going. Wonderful. Okay, so that seems absolutely fine for right now. We'll get some of these additional constructions online, and if we check in here, we can see we're now past the evaluation of the next cycle. So at this point, we could just take the next, we could just take the next, 400 cycles off. It would be fine. So that's a good thing. That's a very, very good thing. No doubt about that. We're at 3.6k gold coins right now, and I want to come in and unlock this last trade route. So we'll get that going. That'll give us an additional passive income of 7 gold coins per 5 cycles, and that will be great. We are delighted to have additional passive income. That is phenomenal. Okay, so these are coming online again. or fully online, and that's great. We're up to 142 workers, and of course we need 190 to get this guy back online. So that's going to be a little bit. And the resources that we need over here are a little bit extensive as well. So we need a fair number of tiles overall. That's 200 tiles, and then that's like 550 total tiles. That's a lot of tiles. Well, we'll get there eventually. It's fine. So we're currently at 167 here, and I want to check in. What other services do we have unlocked? The Trade Palace. We'll unlock this, and we're going to want to definitely build one of these eventually. But that's going to take a little bit. We need tiles, we need stone. The stone won't be too bad. And we need gold. That won't be too bad either. It's going to be the tiles. Yeah, we're going to need that and workers. So that is definitely noted. It is about time to put a cut in here. I'm going to wait until we have enough to get this back online and we're out of our worker deficit, which is right now. Fantastic. But you can leave your offerings to the engagement gods in the form of likes, comments, subscribes, and bell ringings. And a very special thank you to all of the channel members for making this video possible, including ALS Gamer, Dark Horse, Ethan Feldman, Upper Cumberland Gamers, Nick Smarty, Dimitri H, Punching the Microphone, The Lounge STL, and all the rest. And of course, you. Thank you for watching. If you'd like to support the channel, you can click the join button down below the video, and as always, I will see you all next time.